How long should you be playing your songs during a set? Let's talk about that right now. This is Share the Knowledge. Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to Share the Knowledge. I'm DJ TLM representing DJcity out here in Amsterdam, and I want to talk about this question. How long should you be playing your songs during a set? So first of all, it's going to be a little bit different if you're preparing your sets in advance or if you're playing freestyle. Now, I normally play freestyle, so I'll start there. For me, it's pretty simple. I do have a couple of guidelines I normally follow, but at the end of the day, I let the crowd and the energy dictate how long I play tracks. Now, what I mean by guidelines is normally if I'm doing a warm-up set, I know I'm there to just build that vibe and I don't have to have too much energy in there, and that is the perfect opportunity for me to play tracks a little bit longer. I'm not going to play the hypest tracks. Sometimes I'll play tracks that I haven't tried out in the club before, but normally I let tracks go a little bit longer, and in my case that means I'll let them play for at least 2 verses, 2 hooks. Sometimes I might even let them play longer, but that's what I normally do. And after those 2 verses, when that next hook comes in, that's where I'll do my transition. And normally I'll play that way throughout a warm-up set because there's no need to rush things. Now, if I'm playing a little bit later or if I'm playing prime time, the energy is gonna be up a lot more, and I find it useful to switch tracks faster. Now, mind you, I play a lot of hip hop and R&B, and the attention span when you're playing hip hop and R&B was always a little bit shorter compared to house. Now, I know it's a little bit different now. I see a lot of house DJs transitioning faster as well, but back in the days, it was a fact that a lot of house DJs were doing these long transitions. Tracks would play for minutes and minutes on, and we just couldn't do that. With hip hop and R&B, you get your chorus, you get your verse, you get your chorus. Once you drop it and you get that first initial energy, you're not gonna get that same energy when that second or third hook come in. So when it's time for me to deliver more energy, I will transition to a next track faster. And a lot of times I'll play a track for 1 verse, 1 hook. But again, let me just state this. I let the crowd and the energy dictate what I'll do next. What I mean by that is if the energy is up and I drop a track and I get a huge response from the crowd, probably because it's one of the bigger hits, I'll definitely let that track play longer if I can tell that the audience is gonna stick with it longer. And sometimes, and I learned that through experience as well, I got so caught up in the hype that I switched it after 1 verse, and the entire crowd basically got mad because they were so into the song that they wanted to continue to vibe with that track. And it's a trend that we've seen over the last couple of years where DJs kind of forgot about the crowd, made it all about the energy and fast transitions, and sometimes they'll let tracks play for just the intro and the hook, and then they'll switch. I try to stay away from that and at least play a verse, but if I see that the crowd is really feeling it, I'm gonna give them another verse so they can get that other hook to sing along one more time. Now let's take it to the other side for a second, and I have to admit I'm not that experienced when it comes to prepared sets, but if you're a DJ who's currently always preparing your entire set, so you have your track list, you're practicing your transitions, you have it written down exactly from beginning to end what you're gonna do, now that's gonna make it a little bit different if you're talking about how long you play your track. So if you're preparing that part in advance as well, you need to have some knowledge of how the crowd most likely will react to certain songs. And if you know the type of people you're playing for, then a prepared set can actually work. If you're not familiar with the crowd you're playing for, a prepared set could definitely cause you a lot of issues. And I've seen that happen many times when DJs came in with a prepared set, they started to play, the crowd did not react well, but the DJ decided to stick to the prepared set, and after 5, 6 tracks, the dance floor was empty. Now, you do not want that to happen. But if you're playing your prepared set and everything's working, but at a certain point you're playing a track and you plan to play that track for at least like 2 or 3 minutes, but you can tell that the reaction is off, maybe you want to switch faster. Now, that shouldn't be an issue. Even if you have your prepared set, it should be an option to switch a verse earlier and make the transition happen faster. You don't want to let the track play on longer if you see that the entire crowd is not feeling it just because you prepared it that way. But again, that's why I prefer freestyle. I want to be able to decide in the moment and not rely on a prepared set. So if you're having trouble with this, I hope this helps you out. Those guidelines could work for you. If you're warming up, you definitely have more time. If you're playing prime time, you might want to do your transitions faster, but always pay attention to the energy and the reaction of the crowd. Now, again, let us know in the comment section down below how you're currently doing this. What's your method? Do you have guidelines or rules, or do you always just decide on the spot? Let us know and share that knowledge. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you're new to DJcity, make sure you subscribe and activate the notifications so you don't miss out on any of our future videos. I'll be back soon. Peace.